Good morning, everybody. Myself, Dr. Meenakshi Mayengar, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, Government College, Kota. The topic that we will discuss today is Fasciola hepatica, commonly known as the sheep liver fluke. The trematodes belonging to the class Trematoda are all parasitic. They are commonly called flatworms or flukes on account of their flat leaf-like form. Flukes inhabit liver and bile ducts of vertebrates like cattle, sheep, goat, rabbit, pig, dog, and man. Fasciola hepatica is the common liver fluke of sheep. The classification is as follows: phylum Platyhelminthes, class Trematoda, order Digenea, family Fasciolidae, genus Fasciola, species Hepatica. This is a diagram showing Fasciola hepatica and its structure. In the anterior end is present the mouth and the oral or anterior sucker. Below it is the oral cone. Then below the oral cone is gonopore. Then the other structure is visible, that is acetabulum, or it is also called as the posterior sucker, and it looks like a leaf. Fasciola hepatica is an endoparasite which completes its life cycle in two hosts. Adult Fasciola hepatica is known as the sheep liver fluke because it occurs in the liver and bile passages of sheep, which is their primary host. It may also occur in some other vertebrates like goat, horse, dog, ox, deer, antelope, rabbit, elephant, man, monkey, etc. A single sheep may harbor as many as 200 adult flukes in its liver, which may consequently cease to function normally. This effect is known as liver rot. This parasite spends a part of its life history in an intermediate host, a freshwater gastropod, which is either Limnaea truncatula or some specific species of Planorbis or Bulinus. Structure of a fluke is more or less similar to that of a planarian. Body of Fasciola hepatica is soft, oval in outline, dorso-ventrally flattened and leaf-like. It is about 1.8 to 3 cm long. Maximum width is about 0.4 to 1.5 cm, which is from this region body tapers away anteriorly as well as posteriorly. Anterior end is somewhat broad and rounded, while posterior end is bluntly pointed. The color of the body is usually pinkish, but the transparency of body wall enables the observer to see the blackish or brownish vitelline glands along the lateral margins and the alimentary canal, which appears brownish due to ingested bile of the host. Anterior end of body is drawn out into a prominent conical projection termed the oral cone or head lobe, bearing at its tip a somewhat triangular aperture, the mouth. There are two small suckers, anterior and ventral. Both are devoid of hooks and spines. Mouth is situated at the center and bottom of a cup-shaped muscular organ known as the anterior or oral sucker. It has a diameter of about 1 millimeter. Muscles of oral sucker radiate from margin of mouth to the periphery of sucker. Oral sucker acts as an ideal suctorial organ serving for adhesion as well as ingestion. Ventral sucker is behind the oral sucker, situated mid-ventrally in another bowl-like adhesive sucker. The ventral or posterior sucker are known as acetabulum. The ventral sucker is without an aperture and has a diameter of about 1.6 millimeters. In addition to mouth, there are two more permanent apertures on body, a small common genital aperture or gonopore situated mid-ventrally, a little in front of the acetabulum. A single excretory pore lies at the posterior end slightly towards the ventral surface. During breeding season, a temporary opening appears on dorsal surface a little anterior to the middle of the body, the alimentary canal being incomplete as there is no anus. Body of liver fluke is covered with tegument or cuticle from which project numerous minute backwardly directed spines or scales. These anchor the body to the wall of the host bile duct, protect the body and help in locomotion. Body wall of fasciola consists of following succession of layers: tegument, basement membrane, musculature, and mesenchyme. The body is covered externally by a thick non-ciliated cytoplasmic syncytium, the tegument. It is continuous with the cytoplasmic processes of certain tegument secreting cells lying in mesenchyme. Tegument is thick, tough, and capable of withstanding the action of host's digestive juices. It thus serves as an ideal body covering of the endoparasite. Further, it bears all over numerous microscopic and broad backwardly directed spinules or spines or scales, which anchor the fluke in host's bile passage, render protection to body, and facilitate locomotion. Immediately beneath tegument, the light microscope shows a thin but well-defined acidophilic basement membrane. However, with electron microscope, only its outer edge is visible, while inner edge appears to merge imperceptibly with underlying tissues. Inside the basement membrane are the integumentary muscles. Body wall musculature or integumentary muscles include an outer circular layer and an inner longitudinal layer. In dygenia, a third layer of oblique or diagonal muscle fibers is also present inside the longitudinal layer. In suckers, muscles form stout bundles of radial fibers, imparting radial striations to them. All muscle fibers are smooth. Mesenchyme or parenchyma tissue is of mesodermal origin. It surrounds the various internal organs, serving as a sort of packing material between them. It consists of numerous loosely arranged, irregular, uninucleate and binucleate cells with large fluid-filled intercellular spaces. Some of these cells are large and have processes extending to the base of the tegument, which they are believed to secrete. In addition to its skeletal function, mesenchyme also serves as an important transport medium since flatworms are devoid of a blood vascular system. Fasciola hepatica has an incomplete alimentary canal as it lacks the anus. Mouth is situated at the anterior end surrounded by oral sucker. It leads into an ovoid pharynx having a small narrow lumen and thick walls, provided with radial muscles and pharyngeal glands. It is followed by a short, narrow esophagus, which is lined by a single layer of epithelial cells and opens into the large intestine. Intestine at once forks into right and left main branches or limbs. Each branch terminates blindly near the rear end of body and gives out numerous irregular side branches called ceca or diverticula, all along its length. Ceca of outer side are large and further branched, while those of inner side are short and simple. Pharynx and esophagus are coated internally by cuticle, while intestine is lined by endodermal columnar epithelial cells, around which is a thin muscle layer consisting of circular and longitudinal fibers. Cecal epithelium has secretory gland cells. Migration occurs during feeding. It has been found that hungry flukes migrate into smaller bile ducts and capillaries for feeding. They suck up food, lymph, bile, and tissue pieces, rasped off by oral sucker from the walls of bile passages. Oral sucker and muscular pharynx serve as an efficient suctorial apparatus. Digestion is extracellular and it takes place in the intestine. Distribution of digested food is accomplished by the ramifying diverticula of intestine, aided by mesenchyme. There is no circulatory system. Waste materials diffuse into the surrounding mesenchyme or ingested through mouth. Monosaccharide sugars like glucose and fructose can diffuse directly into the body of the fluke through its general surface. Absorption of some digested food and amino acids also takes place through tegument. This is facilitated by the numerous fine folds formed by the tegument on its outer surface. Food is reserved in the form of glycogen and fats in mesenchyme and muscles. Oxygen content in bile is extremely low. Respiration in fasciula hepatica is usually anaerobic. In this process, glycogen, which is present as a reserve food, breaks up by an anaerobic glycolysis into carbon dioxide and fatty acids. Lactic acid is the end product of glycolysis. Carbon dioxide diffuses out through general body surface, whereas fatty acids get eliminated through excretory system. This is an exothermic reaction involving release of energy. If free oxygen is available, aerobic respiration takes place. Excretory system is concerned with excretion and osmoregulation. It comprises a large number of flame cells or flame bulbs, also called as protonephridia, connected with an intricate system of excretory ducts of various orders. Flame cells or protonephridia are modified mesenchymal cells. They are distributed throughout mesenchyme in a specific pattern called the flame cell pattern. They are usually of irregular shape and send out pseudopodial processes into the surrounding tissue. Each flame cell has an intracellular lumen or cavity in which hang a few long cilia, each arising from a basal granule situated in cytoplasm. In the living fluke, cilia vibrate like the flickering of a flame, hence named flame cells. Lumen of flame cells is continuous with a microscopic capillary duct. Capillary ducts from a few protonephridia open into a narrow collecting tubule. Several such tubules open into larger twigs, which in turn open into vessels. Excretory vessels of anterior part of body open into 4 trunks, 2 dorsal and 2 ventral, which unite posteriorly to form a single median longitudinal excretory canal. It extends up to the posterior end of body where it opens out through the single excretory pore situated somewhat ventrally. Excretory vessels of posterior part of body open directly into the longitudinal excretory canal. All the ducts except the single median longitudinal canal are lined with cilia. Main excretory products of fluke are fatty acids, carbon dioxide, and ammonia. These substances diffuse into protonephridia from the surrounding mesenchyme. Excretory fluids are kept moving through tubules by the action of cilia and finally squeezed out through the excretory pore by contractions of the body. The enzyme alkaline phosphatase found in flame cells and collecting tubules serves in the selective transfer of chemical substances. Some nitrogenous wastes are also passed to the exterior through the surface tegument. Protonephridial system is excretory as well as osmoregulatory since it controls the amount of fluid in the body. Being parasitic, adult flukes lack any sense organs. Nervous system, however, is considerably developed and resembles the turbularian plan. Brain forms a collar or ring around pharynx and bears a pair of lateral cerebral ganglia and a ventral ganglion. Fine nerves arise from brain and supply the anterior and posterior regions. Suckers receive a more liberal supply. 3 pairs of longitudinal nerve cords extend posteriorly, giving out numerous fine peripheral branches to various organs. Of these, 1 pair is dorsal, 1 ventral, and 1 lateral. Unlike dorsal and ventral cords, lateral cords are well developed and connected by a few transverse commissures. Thank you.